Hey everybody, downtown San Francisco. You can see the fog obscuring the buildings here. Quite foggy today. And walking down toward Market Street to show what's left of the Pride Day celebration this weekend. I'm sure by 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that, they'll turn these lights off. So I wanted to make sure I caught them before they are gone. So Market Street's been closed to normal traffic in segments since before the pandemic or right during it, I forgot. So every time I drive around up here, I have to bypass it going across it, but cannot go directly down it anymore like I used to be able to. Except for certain spots, especially down by the Castro. So speaking of Castro, they got the rainbow laser projector thingy here. Pointing all the way down the Market toward the Castro, which is a cross street on Market toward the end of Market as it gets up in the hills. Wonderful smell here. It's like an open sewer smell. So there you can see the beams above the street of Market Street here. People have been posing here all night right in the middle of Market Street with the rainbow behind them. So there's the Rainbow Bridge from whatchamacallit, from what's it called again? Oh yeah, Thor, the Rainbow Bridge. So you see it's all aiming all the way down the street toward where Market and Castro meet, way past those trees down there, way past all kinds of stuff. So that view's obscured, but you can see these beams all the way down the street. And what's cool is, since it's so foggy, you can see the fog particles in the beams. Look at this. Very foggy. And there's a projector there down toward the end of our Market, and Market hits Embarcadero, the ferry building away in the distance. So there you go. So those California and Drum Streets here, and Market Street here. I was able to do a panoramic shot, panoramic internal stitch inside the phone a little while ago. It was kind of fun. I actually had because I had to do this kind of thing in the way it got constricted, it actually formed an arc like a real rainbow in the sky. But let's just go down here for a little bit. My battery's a little bit low on my gimbal. So just gonna do a little walk, stretch my legs, see what's what here. You can only imagine, hours and hours ago, this place is completely packed with people. Heard it was quite a turnout, the big Pride Parade. They had a big stage, had musical acts, I think in the Civic Center, like halfway down from here. And the usual parade floats and the works, but I didn't want to come up here even to capture the wild imagery. I didn't feel like capturing all that at the risk of expensive parking, tons of traffic. It's just too much. There's a scooter brigade coming through here. Scooter street team. Again, you can really see the particles in the fog particles in the beams. So that's where it started. Going all the way down there. Let's go a little bit further. I haven't walked down the street for a long time. I used to go to events at the Warfield and a bunch of other places many blocks up the other direction. But since they closed Market Street, I don't even walk it anymore. It's usually full of homeless people, endless scooter traffic, trash, you name it, all kinds of shit. So as part of the display, they put this female character up here, a nude female statue. Of course, you got an American flag nearby, and by law, they're putting a light on it. That's the way they're supposed to do it. You have to leave it up all night. There's the truck blasting the beams. Now it looks like glitter here. You can really see the fog dancing in the beams. And here's the female structure. This little vehicle set up here for several days, blasting these things. Not a whole lot of stuff for all that light. So yeah, you can see the lattice structure. It's pretty cool. It's a hollow. Still pretty damn heavy, I imagine. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And there's the ferry building there, which they've had light shows on before. Curious how they've lit up her private parts with the lights there. That's very nice. It is anatomically correct to a certain extent, so. I might even try a quick 3D stitch. That might be kind of interesting. But yeah, all kinds of people out there having a good old time. Posing for pictures, hanging out. This is literally the tail end of it, so it's very, very mellow out here. I think it's almost 2 in the morning. Let's see. Oh, only 1:30, 1:40. So here's the Embarcadero and the ferry building. You saw this before when I did the live light show they did here 6-7 months ago, whatever it was. Forgot what they called it. Let's Glow, I think it was called. And I bet this company's was related to it. I bet they were here for that, doing displays on the buildings. So there you go, giant nude female statue on the Embarcadero, right by Market Street. At the Embarcadero Plaza over here. This is Justin Herman Plaza, just to the right here, actually. There's a real famous event here. Let me see if I can cover this real quick. Might be some shit in the way. U2 did a live impromptu concert here once, like 20-something years ago. And they set up a stage right by this famous fountain. This kind of blocky, rustic-looking fountain right here in Justin Herman Plaza. That's the only reason I remember the name of the plaza, because the big hubbub. Because as they were playing on a stage here, now they have tennis courts here, but they were playing on a stage right in front of this fountain. And Bono, in all of his infinite wisdom, got out a can of spray paint, jumped up on a section in front of this thing, and sprayed on this rock, stopped the traffic, rock and roll, or something like that. Because there's all kinds of traffic watching him, and So he got in big trouble for graffitiing some parts of this fountain here. I think it's that little diagonal piece right in front of me, or maybe the one going down just behind that other piece. So obviously I had to pay lots of money to have it cleaned, and obviously a fine on top of that, and probably weren't invited back to San Francisco anytime soon, because that's just kind of a douchebag move. Graffiti on an art structure, even if you don't like it, just to get attention and think you're funny, or whatever the fuck he was doing. But that's Bono. He's always been a semi-controversial subject anyway. I like the band, I like a lot of their songs, but he's never had an amazing voice. It fits the music, but the fact that he's supposedly named after Bonovox, a special kind of hearing aid in Ireland, which translates to good voice or beautiful voice. His voice isn't great, so even his name is kind of a misnomer, but I do like their music most of the time. I think I checked out during Rattle and Hum, Lemon, Zooropa, all that shit. That was not my speed whatsoever. But yeah, all their classic stuff, and even How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. Some of the stuff they used in the soundtrack for the Martin Scorsese Gangs of New York movie. Back to the nude lady. 40 quid and a nude lady. Pretty cool. So again, everyone's posing for pictures, hanging out, having a good old time. So I just wanted to do a quick shot of this. Again, my battery in my gimbal's a little low. I forgot to charge it. So that's the tail end of the Pride Day here. It's been all weekend, but today was the big parade and all that stuff. So not too exciting, I admit, but at least you guys see the displays and some of the art stuff. And who doesn't want a 50, 60 foot nude lady hanging out in front of them? So let's finish off at the front. An extreme angle here. Kind of spooky in that lighting. Almost looks like if they gave it a slight tint of green, it would be like the Statue of Liberty a little bit. Anyway, and end on the big feet. That's it, everybody. Stay tuned for more stuff soon. Not sure when, but that's it for the Pride. I'll leave you with the little glittering bits of fog and the projectors here. Catch you later, everybody. See ya.